Hey English 9, this is your distance learning orientation video for Tuesday, April 28th. So I've asked you to please watch this video, even though I know sometimes you guys just skip ahead. In this case, it's because I want to make a plea. This is the second time this year I've had to ask because I'm not right there where you are and I can't supervise the reading that you're doing. But my request is this. Please read this last book of the year. You signed up for Honors English 9. Whatever the reason was, you signed up for it and you're in it and you're doing okay. So I'm going to ask you to keep pushing forward with that honors level mentality. In other words, please don't spend your time trying to Google the right answers to the worksheets that I'm going to give you. The worksheets aren't the point. The point is that you read this book. And the book that we are reading, Fahrenheit 451, is something that you're going to hear talked about in college. You're going to hear talked about when you're adults. It's a book that educated people have read, and I want you to have read it. It's not the same if you get on SparkNotes or Cliff Notes or if you Google the answers. Just read it and enjoy it. In today's exit ticket, I have asked you for feedback in the way that I organize today's lesson. I know some of you like to read ahead a bunch. I'm open to other ways of assessing you on your reading. So please take today's exit ticket seriously and think about how you would like to get through this book. Would you like to read and annotate and have me check your annotations? Do you like having daily questions on the reading? Would you like to do some kind of video feedback? The only thing I can tell you right up front is that I will not be allowed to say, just read the whole book and then come back to me. We have to stagger our responses to it to make sure that we're doing deep analysis. I'm not saying you can't run off and read the whole thing if you want to, but then you're going to have to come back around and reread bits of it as we go through them as a class. Today's lesson is 30 minutes of reading, leaving you about 25 minutes to do the analysis questions. If it actually takes you a lot longer than that to do the questions, let me know. The reading will not take you more than 30 minutes. If it does, that means you should start using the audiobook to time yourself. And last point for today, if you use the audiobook, wonderful, that's fantastic, great, love it, but you need to read along with your eyes as you listen to the audiobook. I'm not going to get into the studies that have shown the different ways that you're processing information, but if you are reading it with your eyes as you're listening, you're going to get it stuck in there better than if you just listen. So if you choose to do the audiobook option, please read along as you listen. Hope today goes well, and please, please, please give me feedback on what you think of today's lesson.